All right, once again, it's DJ Gatsby, host of the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here with the producer for The Heart. That's an awesome title, my sister. I like the way that sounds. Her name is Nikkea Smithers,
Yeah.
and she's here to talk about her latest project, The Heart. All right, so Nikkea, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an author as well, and I'm also a spoken word artist. I produce the Heart series along with Iris Bowen, who's the executive producer and creator of the series. I also manage an R&B artist by the name of Dewan. So I've got a lot going on.
Dewan,
Yeah.
he's part of the cast.
Yes, he
Plays
plays
Turk. All right, you are a busy woman, author, and you're managing. Anyway, tell us a bit about how you became, how you came to produce The Heart. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, that was, you have to say, just a work of God. There's no other way to describe that. Iris and I have been interacting constantly since 2008. She's a really good friend of mine. And we had left Richmond, Virginia, and went to California for a literary event. And we just started discussing this project that she had been working on for 3 years. And I had been there in some of the parts when she was working on it at that time to adapt it to a movie. And while sitting in that hotel room, I said, well, what about a television show? Because her story is just so much to it. To try to take out different elements and put it into a 90-minute movie would almost be a disservice to the project. So from that night, we literally probably have not slept since. It's just been an ongoing movement trying to get this project done. We did everything that we could to try to give a true enactment of what it is that this story is about, what these characters are about, and what it is that the creator had in mind, what Iris wanted to see in these characters and the direction that they needed to go in. We did everything that we could to make that happen.
Wow. I was at the screening, and I did hear you speak a little bit about that, your relationship with her, and the trials and tribulations that you guys went through in order to get the project off the ground. What do you want to say to the cast and everybody behind the scenes that worked with you on this project?
Good job. I mean, honestly, this was something that, in order to be a part of this project, you had to be a believer. You had to understand that what we were going to do, so many had said we couldn't do. You can't film a 6-hour-long episodes, 6 episodes of an hour in a weekend. You can't do it. You can't do this for this budget. You can't do this in this city. There were so many people that said you can't. So we had to get people that believed in what we were doing so that we could push it forward. And each one of those people made this happen in a way that we could not have done it without them. Everyone was important. Every element, from people that volunteered, their services allowed us to film in their home, buildings that just allowed us to come in and set up shop, and people that came and didn't have a contract but came in to work just as hard as anyone that was a contracted actor or a staff member. These were people that came in and just gave their all. And then for the actors and actresses that were contracted on it, they were the character. We literally were calling them Brian and JD and Tracy and Ashley. That was their names during this filming process. So to be able to take that on it is a heavy load to bear, because we're asking much. And I said in our first cast meeting, if I ask you or if I push you too much, I'm sorry, but I mean to. That's the only way that I can see that we can get the excellence that we desire for. And they were up for the challenge, and they accepted it, and they did a great job in bringing it to fruition.
Yeah, well, again, I got to say you guys did a wonderful job. The casting was marvelous. The writing is superb. Cinematography, directing, and most of all, the producing of the show is top notch. I look forward to hearing what the viewers have to say about it, and watching more of it myself.
Oh, thank you.
I'd love to talk to you more,
Sure.
but under time constraints, we gotta keep it moving. You said you're in the DC area. If you're ever in the DC area, please
Okay.
contact me. I'd love to have you in studio
Sure.
to do a full interview about your life, your career, and how this project came about, and what you have planned for the future.
I'll be happy to come in and we can connect.
All right. So once again, it's Nikkea Smithers, author, producer of the Heart television show. Make sure you guys watch it in the Richmond area on the CW. Was it February 15th, 5
February
a.m.?
15th, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m.